Hey guys and gals. Hey guys and gals. Excuse me. What is good? What is good? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you hitting that play button. Let's go! I love turning you guys up. Hopefully that's turning up. I don't know if it is or not. I'm trying over here. I am trying. One sec, guys and gals. And then we're going to continue here. Just going to do mod stuff, mod stuff. So, excuse me, bear with me. One sec, guys. Okay, perfect. Sounds good. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Just like you guys and gals, every single one of you. Awesome. Awesome. Turn it up. Turn it up. All right, we're on a new chapter, new unit, guys and gals. Isn't this great? Isn't this great? Slowly gonna slowly, quickly, slowly and quickly. Trying to get through all these units, push them out here for you guys and gals, and then we're getting into good stuff, more good stuff. Some of this is kind of repetition, but that's okay. Well, not really. If you're following it unit by unit, it's not really repetition yet, because I kind of do this stuff in unit 3 and 4. I just got a little ahead of myself, starting off at unit 3. That's okay. No big deal. You're still here watching, which is great. This is for you, homeschooling parents. You awesome parents. Homeschooling your child or your children. WhiskeyTango Sharp over here is here to help. Because I'm thinking your plate is full. I can only assume. I'm not in your world. I don't know. So I thought, you know what would be great to help out parents that are homeschooling their children. Just to let you know, to be clear, I'm sticking to the subject and the subject alone. That's what is happening. So teaching mathematics and mathematics alone. That is the way it should be. Therefore equals I'm probably more qualified than the actual teacher that's supposed to be teaching, that isn't teaching, and that's why your children are at home. So I fully understand your decision and I support you and here to help. Here to help. That's what I want to do, help you out. I majored in mathematics when I was in college. I had, lucky for me, lucky for this guy, I had instructors that actually taught the subject. Isn't that amazing? It's crazy. It's crazy how you could be really good at mathematics, excel, because you had instructors that actually taught what they're supposed to teach. Yes, I was blessed. I am thankful and grateful to real instructors. Yes, I am. So, I laugh. I don't want to get on a tangent, but yeah, those fake instructors. Those fake instructors nowadays. It's hilarious. All right, students. You're welcome here as well. Of course you can be here. I love the views and the support. And plus, I want to help you out as well. You probably have a cruddy-duddy teacher as well that isn't teaching what they're supposed to be teaching. Yes, that's okay. Yeah, it's awesome. It's great to have you here, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that without getting off topic. It's so easy to want to get off topic. It really is. But we're not going to, okay? We're going to remain focused. We're We're gonna get into mathematics now. Flick that switch in the old brainium cranium, guys and gals. Unit 2 is measures of length. Easy stuff, guys, gals. We're gonna go over the definitions, and then we're gonna get into things. So some definitions we're gonna go over. Referent. What is a referent? What is a referent, anyways? System International. I guess it's the French version. Is metric from French? French people? I don't know, to be honest. I could be wrong. But I guess SI stands for System International. Who would have thunk it? Didn't know. I just knew it as the metric system. I didn't care otherwise, you know? And then, of course, the imperial system of measurement. Lo and behold, up in the north, old school days, we learned the imperial system first, guys and gals. Crazy, huh? Yeah, it's true. I didn't learn the metric system till I was actually in school. So, I grew up with the imperial system first. Up in the old northern yonder. Now, don't go too far north, okay? Our houses are made out of wood and we do drive cars, okay? We're not that far north, okay, guys? Sheesh! Read a map already. And just joking's around, you know? Having some fun. Conversion factor. What is a conversion factor? We're going to talk about that. Perimeter. What is perimeter? Diameter, radius, and circumference. We're getting into all the kind of... This is kind of all the preliminary stuff, guys and gals, right? Before you start getting into, you know, doing calculations and such, okay? So we're going over the easy stuff. Alright? We have to have a basic understanding of different things, okay? In order to be able to do calculations. Alright? So let's go. Let's go. Quick drink of coffee. So good. So good. I almost wanted to slam the whole cup. And I'm using a 20 fluid ounce cup. Easy. Something like that. It's mason jar. I love them. No handle. A no handle mason jar. Okay. Let's do this. We're going to talk, let's go over the definitions, okay? This is the definitions video, guys, gals. I recommend you, I know, it's not the most exciting stuff. I like to do stuff too. I like, you know, writing and calculating and multiplying and dividing and doing the actual physical work. But we have to have an understanding of the definitions. So let's go over them. What is a referent in math or mathematics? What is it? A referent. Okay? Just in case you're having troubles understanding my brutal English speaking skills. It's all me, guys. It's all me. I have no problem saying that it's me, I, me, I. Referent, okay? What is a referent? In mathematics or math, we'll just keep it as math, I guess. A referent is an object or a unit that is used as a point of reference for measurement or estimation. Okay? It helps us understand the magnitude or size of something by comparing it to something we already know or have a mental image of. For example, the width of a classroom door can be a referent for 1 meter. Okay, interesting. Or the thickness of a dime can be a referent for 1 millimeter. I mean, okay, all right. It's not something I really knew. Like, I didn't take my measuring calipers and go, oh, how thick is a dime? Are they both exactly the same thickness, American and Canadian? Good question. I actually have one of each. I could actually measure it and find out. Should find out. But it would take time digging into the old piggy bank. It's not mine, it's my kids. Alright. Here's a more detailed explanation. This is an AI overview. Let's see. Purpose. Reference help us estimate measurements when we don't have a precise measuring tool, such as calipers, for example, or a measuring tape. Measuring tape really isn't like a precision. You can't get like, how do I explain this, right? 1.012, right? That's got some accuracy in measurement, right? And that's where you would use calipers, but you can't really get that kind of precision with the measuring tape, which is okay. A measuring tape is still awesome. Okay? Learn how to do fractions, kids. Please, don't sleep in fractions class. Okay? Because if you don't know how to use a measuring tape, you're useless to people. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm not being mean. I recommend you learn 2/8 is 1/4. 2/4 is 1/2. A half plus a quarter is 3/4. You should know all these things. 3/4 plus an eighth is 7/8. You should know all these, okay? If you're you want to be in trades, which is great. That's where all the real people are. Yes, I'm a bookworm and stuff, but I have more respect for people in the trades than I do for. But anyways, I'm going to leave that for myself. Again, I'm an educated country boy, so anyways, not scared to get my hands dirty. I love working with tools and measuring and building things that I actually design, which is awesome. I've done that. Check. Design and drafting, make drawings. Check. Fabrication, welding and fitting. Check. Building, completion. Check. Shipping to customer in the United States. Check. Done. Right from drawings to out the door. Anyways, that's my story, one of my stories in life. So let me continue. I know, sorry guys. I am kind of staying on topic. I'm not going off topic. Still I'm just suggesting, right? Learn how to use a measuring tape. You should be able to read it. Okay, it's important. If you want to get into building construction, for example, some guy asks you to cut him a piece of wood, a 2x4 or whatever, at 2 foot 3/8, you should be able to measure that and cut it, and then toss him the piece, and then he's happy. And you know what? Happy boss equals paycheck at the end of the 2 weeks. All right, let's continue, guys. All right. So reference help us estimate measurements when we don't have a precise measuring tool or when we want to quickly approximate a measurement. Okay, examples. Excuse me. Length. Your hand span can be a referent for a few centimeters. Okay. Your foot can be a referent for a foot. Not really. Or a doorway can be a referent for a meter. Now, if your foot is only 9 inches, it's not really a foot now, is it? Doorway, so meter to feet. 1 meter is 3 foot 3 inches and 3/8 of an inch, just to be precise. A yardstick is exactly, kind of go over yard to foot. A yardstick is exactly 3 feet. So the reason I bring that up is a lot of you guys will know what a yardstick is, right? Which is great. So do I. Feels good when you get hit by one. It's amazing. Oh, yes. Oh, it's a good feeling. I love it. I bring it up because a meter stick, there's such a thing as a meter stick. You could kind of look at it as a yardstick as well, but I guess apparently a meter stick is 3 inches, 3 3/8 of an inch longer. Okay, I had to try to get that out properly. Meter to feet, right? Yes, that's exactly it. 3 foot, 3 3/8. Okay. In the unit 3 and 4, when we get into that, guys, if you're following the series unit by unit, which is awesome. It's great that you're following the series. I love that. Thank you for being part of the channel, helping it get views and learning along. It's awesome. I'm here to help you guys, okay? I'm not making anything doing this. Nothing. $0. Because I'm a nobody. But I'm trying to help the world learn and grow for those that actually care to learn. Okay? Here for you. So examples, length. Let's see, weight. A bag of sugar can be a referent for 1 kilogram. Again, if you're used to the imperial system more, you might not. I don't know. Maybe some of you already kind of are. I don't know. 100%. I don't know. Right? You could be like me and you understand both systems, right? Probably quite true. Or a book can be a referent for a pound. I never really thought of these sort of things. I actually haven't. I don't use reference much. What I do is, like, for a referent, you'll see money used as a referent, just as a visual for the size of something. Like if somebody took a picture or something and there's a dime or something laying in the picture, that kind of gives you a visual reference of what the size of the object is. In my mind, that's what I think of, right, for a referent. But I don't grab a book and go, oh, this book is 1 pound. I don't normally do those kind of things. If I want to know how much a book weighs, I'll stick it on a scale. Anyways, I guess people do these sort of things. A volume. A cup can be a referent for 1 liter. Is it? No, that don't make sense. Or a small box could be a referent for 1 gallon. Because it depends on the size of the box. I don't know. Crazy. Benefits. Estimation. Referents allow us to make reasonable estimates without needing a precise measuring tool. Okay. Understanding, they help us develop a sense of scale and the relative sizes of different units. Communication. They provide a common language for describing measurements, even when we don't have precise measurements available. I know when I was working in the field, I would have my calipers, a measuring tape. I would have, clipboard with scrap paper, pen and pencil, whatever, and then I would do physical measurements and such, right? And design and sort of thing when I was out kind of designing in the field. So I would not bring a book or, I would bring the proper tools. It's kind of my point, right? If you're going to do something, a job, you don't want to roll up with a bag of sugar or a book in hand and go, okay, I'm here to do the job now. So if I was hiring somebody and they rolled up like that, I'd be like, get out of here. Just go. Be gone. That's what I'd be doing. Okay. All right. I guess people use reference. I guess. Okay. Roll with it. What is a referent in math? A referent is an object that can be used to help estimate a measurement. Okay. All right. It's a thing, apparently. What is SI? In, I don't know, not mathematics, but in what? In math? Would it be math? Mass. I guess I have to type it all out. What is the system international? Okay, which is, obviously backwards, but that's okay. International system of units. What is the meaning of system international? Definition of international system, noun, a complete metric system of units of measurement for scientists. Scientists are awesome, right? I believe in the science because it's a team of people making decisions. It's not one person that's opinionated. It's not an opinionated singular person, overly opinionated individual. It's a group of people that go, hey, yeah, we commonly and collectively agree on this, therefore equals truth. Okay, I believe in that. It's a collection of people making that decision and doing the experiments and such. Okay, it's not just one individual that thinks they know everything. Okay, fundamental quantities are length, meter, and mass, kilogram. Of course, you have pounds and such, right? Length, inches or feet. And time, seconds, minutes, seconds. Electric current, amps. Yeah, I miss electrical engineering. That was fun. And temperature, kelvins, or you obviously have Celsius and Fahrenheit. An amount of matter, mole. I just can't stop looking at it. And luminous intensity, candela. International system definition and meaning. I just kind of read all that already. What does SI unit stand for? This international system of units. It's a global standard for expressing the magnitudes or quantities of important natural phenomena. Phenomena. Okay, I know I'm a terrible singer. That's why I'm teaching mathematics, because you don't even have to you could be a dropout and just sing a song and you could be a millionaire, apparently. But if you're a mathematician in that, you get one. You're lucky if you get one view. I know, I'm just joking around, guys. There's at least 5 viewers. I love every single one of you guys. That's you guys. It's you guys that are watching that keeps me going. Okay. All right. As collectively, you consistent viewers are awesome. Beautiful, intelligent people, you truly are. I mean that. All right, let me continue. Also referred to as the metric system, the system of units is commonly abbreviated as SI, which comes from the original French name, I don't speak French, Système International des Unités. Sorry, French-speaking people, I brutalized that, I know. Brutalized it. Okay. What is next? The Imperial system! Let's go! Luke, the Force is with you, Luke. I should go what is, I guess. Alright. Yes, the Imperial system is a measurement system, also known as the British Imperial system. It's British? Wow, that's crazy. For real? Nah, you're capping. Okay, I don't really like saying that, but anyways, it happened. All right, that was officially system of weights and measures in the United Kingdom from 1824 until they switched to the metric system in 1965. Yeah, they did a lot of switching in the 2020s and stuff too, right? Anyways, it uses units like inches, feet, pounds, gallons, and miles. The United States also uses a system derived from the British Imperial system, known as the United States Customary System. See, that's what I'm used to, but then I don't know. To me, it's the Imperial system. I always thought in my mind that it was the American system. I never knew this. Again, doesn't matter how old you are, you learn something new. So those people that think they know everything, they really have their ostrich head up there. Hee-haw! Hee-haw! They really do. I don't care how old you are. There's always something new to learn. There's probably billions and billions of terabytes of information out there. Billions. Is there zillions? Let's go zillions. I know, it's no such thing. Okay. Key features. Units. The Imperial system uses units like inches, feet, yards, miles for length, ounces, pounds, and tons for weight, pints, quarts, gallons for volume. History. It evolved from various local and customary units used throughout history. The British Imperial system was standardized to ensure consistency across the British Empire. Oh, hey-ho! Legacy. The U.S. continues to use a version of the Imperial system, although most other countries have adopted the metric system. So yeah, I'm used to it. I just thought of it as the United States customary system. That's kind of what I looked at it as. Imperial system is a measurement system with various units for length, weight, volumes, and area. Again, we kind of went over a lot of that, right? Inches, feet, yards, miles, pounds, ounces, fluid ounces, pints, gallons, and acres. Okay, so now we're going to kind of talk about perimeter. Okay, what is perimeter? In math, okay? All the sides of a pentagon measure 22 centimeters each. Oh, that's easy. And look at that. They gave us a little math problem. So pentagon is 5, right? Penta. So I'm going to try to draw a pentagon if I know how to draw one. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to draw it. That's 6. Pentagon. Pentagon is not something I usually normally draw. Let's see. 1, 2, yeah, that's how it is. So go like this. I'm just gonna undo all this. We're going to do it like this. It's going to be easier. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, that's brutal sauce. Bop, and wow, that's brutal sauce. Bop, bop. Oh, that's brutal sauce. Drawing skills, terrible. Freehand. It needs to be a little bit wider. What's the angle? The angle's pretty wide, right? That's too wide. But you know what? For now. Oosh. 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 I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Oh, not perfect, but there we go. Okay, 5 sides, right? The angle inside, we'd have to figure that out. I don't know. I'm kind of interested. Is it still work off 360? Would it be 360 divided by 5? Still, guys? I don't know. The only way to find out to be certain if you actually knew a measurement, right? I don't know, maybe a measurement from here to here, or maybe a measurement from here to here, right? I like physical measurements. Anyway, so if I go 360 divided by 5, because there's 5 interior angles, that would be 72 degrees, which I guess is that 72? I guess. No, that looks like an obtuse angle. These look like 72. This looks like, yeah, they look like they're obtuse. Interesting. I guess it just depends. Maybe where would that angle be? Anyways, not to get into this. Hopefully we get into a math problem that we could actually figure that out. I'm kind of guessing. But so we're talking about perimeter, okay? I didn't mean to go on a tangent here, guys. This is how you look at perimeter, okay? Perimeter is kind of like the walking distance. So let's do a square, okay? I'm going to try to draw a square, okay? Imagine if you start here, this is the starting point, okay? And you walk, okay? Let's say that's 2 miles, and this is 2 miles, okay? You walk this distance, and then you walk this distance, and then you walk this distance, and then you walk this distance. So basically, perimeter is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Which equals 2, 4, 6, 8. Right? So basically, so if that was, I don't know, we'll just pretend they're miles, right? That's a long walk. Kudos to you for grinding out 8 miles. That's a long walk. Okay? 8 miles. All right, that's perimeter. So just think of it as like you're walking that actual distance, okay? So I searched what is perimeter in math, and it gave me a little question here. I don't know. It's on Twinkie Twinkle. I don't know what that is. But it says all the sides of a pentagon measure 22 millimeters. Lame sauce. We're just going to write 22. And they say all sides. So essentially that's going to be 22 times 5, right? That's another way of doing it, right? Or you could go 22 plus 22 plus 22 plus, oh, jeez, I hate when it spikes like that. It's like you get these little occasional lag spikes with the program. Plus 22. Okay? Do the long math here. 22 times 5. 0, 1, 10, 11. Okay, there we go. So the answer is, they said 22 millimeters. Man, they're trying to trick you. Okay, this is where the kids help Dad. We're going to get into this. So I'm going to talk about it right now quickly, briefly. Kids help, whoops. Kids help Dad until Dad calls Mom. It's something that I was taught to me by my female math teacher. She was great. She really was. It's a mnemonic device. This means kilo, hecto, hecta. These ones aren't really used much, but this is centimeter, millimeter. So that's cm. This is mm. Okay? This is kilo, hecto, hecta, hecto. We're going to get into that, okay? Deci, these are the units. Okay? So I just did all of this. The question says 22 millimeters. Okay, let's be clear here. Millimeters. But they're trying to trick me because they have millimeters for answers and they have centimeters for answers. This is where you got to understand this. So we'll just do this quickly. So this actually is 110 millimeters, right? They're trying to be sneaky, and I already know the answer. They have, one of them is 11 centimeters. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, yeah, hint. I don't need a hint. You guys are cheaters. Cheater, pumpkin eaters. They're just trying to trick you. You'll look for the answer, you'll look for 110, and you'll go, oh, 110's not in there. What do I do? This is what you do. You go from millimeters to centimeters. That's one jump. So essentially, we just went whoop, boop with the decimal. That's it. So it went from 110 to 11, essentially. Okay, in a nutshell. All right, let's go. I kind of gave you the, mathematical explanation of perimeter. We're going to do more, but perimeter is a math concept that measures the total length around the outside of a shape. To find the perimeter, you add together the lengths of all the sides. This works for any shape, including triangles, rectangles, pentagons, and even irregular polygons. Okay? Again, so you can get there's two ways to do it, right? Does this not mean the same as this? It does. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. We can go 22 times 5. It's all the same thing, guys, gals, okay? All the same. All right, we're going to get into kids help Dad until Dad helps Mom kind of stuff more in the future here, okay? Let's continue so I get this video done. I just want to do, I just want to do, I don't know what I do half the time in this program. I just want to do one video on definitions, okay? All right. Diameter, okay? What is diameter? Most of you already know, but we got to go over it anyways. I have to look at it as, individuals that are new to learning this, okay? Thank you for understanding. In math, the perimeter, diameter perimeter, what kind of English? Okay, diameter. Diameter perimeter. The diameter of a circle, okay? A circle. We didn't even go into the definition of a circle, but there we go. Let's quickly go over the definition of a circle. What is a circle? Okay. What is a circle in math? A circle is a set of all points in the plane that are fixed distance, the radius from a fixed point to the center. Did you guys know, like in gaming and stuff, like it's kind of a mind trick, but lines when lines and shapes are created in a game, they're actually lines. Okay, so to create a shape, it's made up of a series of lines. Okay, believe it or not, in gaming, a circle, when you see a circle in a game, it's actually a series of a whole bunch of lines to create that circle. I know this is kind of a terrible example, but that's what it is, guys and gals. So, whoops. I could go like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Now if I tell a program, draw me a circle, and then it'll ask how many sides, right? I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I enter 7. That's what it's going to give me. It's not going to be a perfect circle. We're going to see points, right? So the more edges you have, right? So if I put 77, your circle is going to look a lot more like a circle. Okay? That's what's happening. I didn't mean to get on a tangent, but that's kind of, isn't that cool? Some fun facts for you guys and gals. Some fun facts. Okay. Circle is a set of all points in the plane. Okay, let's see if we can find what is a circle short answer. A circle is defined as a two-dimensional figure which is round in shape, where all the points on the surface of the circle are equidistant from the center point is called P. Sure, we'll roll with it. The distance from point P to the surface of the circle is called the radius of the circle. So what they're talking about is this. So it's the line from center to the surface, right? Essentially, the line is, so you're going to have, that's the edge of a circle, right? Drawing the circle, I mean, I'm trying to, so if I keep drawing the same length line, I can create a circle. You get the idea though, right guys? It's a little bit exaggerated, but that's what's happening. Okay? That's in a program or on paper. Even if I zoomed into this, it would be a series of lines. Anyways, not to get on a tangent, but yeah, that's what you're seeing visually. Same thing within a video game. It's not a perfect circular shape. It's a image that's created by a series of really small lines. Okay? It's pretty awesome. You kind of learn these things if you want to make games and that, right? Okay, diameter. So that's the radius, okay? Right? From center to edge. The diameter is actually 2 times that. Okay, there's the center. I'm just gonna, they said C, but we'll just call it C for center. Okay? So the diameter is actually 2R. Okay? That's the diameter. What else do we... Radius. So we explained radius. Circumference. Circumference is, you could think of it exactly as the same thing as this. We talked about this just recently. You can equate in your mind circumference like perimeter. So if we walked this distance, whatever it is, walking, 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 walking. We start from here, right? We walk the whole distance. That's circumference. Okay? So you could actually take a string and make a circle with a string, laying it on your table or something. And then if you laid out the string, right, okay, into a circle, and then you stretched out that string, you would actually get the circumference. Does that make sense? So this is the string from here. So from A, starting at A all the way around till we get back to here, which we're going to call B. So imagine this is a string that you just kind of laid out on your table, and then you stretch it out and you measure it. That's going to be your circumference. Circumference. That's how I always spelled words, based on syllables. That's how I did it. So if you hear me talking like that, that's how I spell words. That's how I got kind of good at spelling, is because of syllables. Okay, did I spell that right? I hope so. What is circumference? Circumference, yes. circumference. Okay. And then we'll get into the formulas afterwards, but this is kind of just the definitions for now. Okay? That's it. I think that's long enough. I don't want to make this video too long. Okay? Oh, good. My OBS is working better. I don't know what was happening last unit. Last couple of videos, I was having issues with my chat. It was just disconnecting, which also glitched my video a little bit. Thankfully, it reconnected I don't know. It would disconnect and it would reconnect after so many seconds. So I'm glad for that. But yeah, whew. Anyways, all right, guys, gals, appreciate you watching this. That's pretty much what I wanted to cover for now. Next video, we're gonna get into, I don't know what we're just kind of winging it, really, and we're gonna go through a bunch of stuff and do a bunch of different examples, and then we're just gonna kind of lead into measuring and talk about different concepts, different units, all those sort of things. So stay tuned, guys, gals. Appreciate you watching. Whoever you are, wherever you are, have an awesome rest of your day. Appreciate you watching. That's it. Johnny Whiskey Tango Sharp. Yeah. These endings, you know. I'm just gonna go like this. Peace. Take care.